Hi, bees. We're going to finish up our last set of letters today. Last time we ended on the letter R. What comes after the letter R, do you know? Maybe we should sing our song and make sure we're right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. You're right. S comes after the letter R. Very good. And here is my soup can, Mr. S. Do you guys remember what the letter S says? You're right. It says S, like a snake. S. Can everybody do that with me? This is my uppercase S, and this is my lowercase s, and they kind of look like snakes too. And does snake start with the letter S? You're right, it does. Let's look at some other things that start with the letter S. What about this? You're right, those are socks. Yes, that starts with the letter S. Are you guys wearing socks right now? I'm not wearing socks right now. This starts with the letter S. You're right, it is a flower, but flower starts with F. That's the letter F. This is a special kind of flower that's called a sunflower, and sunflower starts with the letter S, and so does sun. What is this that starts with the letter S? You're right, that's a seal. And then my last letter S is soup. Very good, bees. Let me put my soup can back together. Now, what comes after the letter S? R, S, T. You're right. The letter T comes after S. And what does the letter T say? T, T. You're right, it's T, T. Let's look at first let's look at what our uppercase T looks like. And here is our lowercase t. Can you guys think of some things that start with the letter T? I know some things that a lot of people in our class love to play with. They're called trains. Train starts with the letter T. And this we see a lot at Thanksgiving. What is that? You're right, it's a turkey. Turkey starts with the letter T. Do you guys have a bunch of these in your mouth? Yes, they are teeth, and they start with the letter T. Do you eat breakfast at this? That's a table. Table starts with the letter T. And here is a turtle. Turtle starts with the letter T. And my very last one, yes, it's a tiger. Tiger starts with the letter T. Good job. That is my letter T from my soup can. Now, what do you think comes next? It's the letter what? U. You're right. It's the letter U. Let's look at the letter U. U says ah, ah. Can you do that with me? Ah, ah. But U also says you, you. This is my uppercase U, and this is my lowercase u. Let's look at some things that start with those sounds. All right, here is one that starts with the sound U instead of What is that? You're right, it's a unicorn. Do you hear that sound? Unicorn. And then here's one that starts with the sound instead of U. Umbrella. You're right. We use this in the rain. Umbrella. And then here's one that starts with the sound U again. Utensils. Your mom and dad might have these in the kitchen. They are utensils that they use for cooking. And then here's another one that starts with that U sound, and that is uniform. Can you see that? Oops, Miss Mary Kay's got it backwards. It's a uniform that a soldier would wear. And then here is a unicycle. Have you guys ever ridden on a unicycle? Unicycle means there's only one wheel instead of two. Miss Mary Kay cannot ride on a unicycle. Okay, that is our letter U. And our next letter, what do you think comes after U? You're right, it's the letter V. V says V, V. Can you say that with me? V, V. Let's look at what our uppercase letter V looks like. And here is our lowercase letter V. We have a special day, a special holiday during the year that starts with the letter V. Can you guess what that is? Valentine's Day. You guys are so smart. I didn't even need to tell you that, did I? Okay, Miss Mary Kay uses this a lot in her house because Miss Mary Kay has a lot of dogs. What is this? You're right, it's a vacuum cleaner. Vacuum starts with the letter V. What about these? Do you guys eat a lot of these at home? I love these. These are vegetables. Vegetable starts with the letter V. And then here is something that we could put our letter S word in. Our sunflower, we could put in our vase because a vase starts with the letter V. Miss Mary Kay drives one of these. Does anybody have one of these at home? It's a van. Miss Mary Kay drives a van. I bet some of you have vans at home. And then our last one is something that you play like this. Can anybody guess before I show you? You're right, it's a violin. Very good. Very good, bee friends. All right, let me put my V soup can away. And we're moving on to our next letter. And this letter is, you're right, it's W. One of Miss Mary Kay's very favorite fruits starts with a W. What does W say? Wah, wah. Can you say that with me? Wah, wah. Here is my uppercase W, and here is my lowercase w. Here's Miss Mary Kay's favorite fruit. What is that? You're right, it's watermelon. Watermelon. Very good, bees. Some of you guys wore these to school, and I loved seeing all your awesome watches. This starts with W as well. What is that? You're right, it's a wagon. And then we all have these in our house. And in the last couple of days, we've been able to open them wide up because it's been so nice and sunny outside. It is a window, and window starts with the letter W. And this is what Miss Mary Kay ate for breakfast this morning. Did you guys eat these for breakfast this morning? They are waffles. Waffle starts with a W as well. You guys are so smart, bees. Good job. I'm going to put my W soup can away and move on to our next soup can, which is, you're right, it's the letter X. X marks the spot. Can you make a letter X with your hand? Let's look. X is a tricky one. There's not very many words that start with X, but there are words that have X in them. X says X. There is my uppercase X, and there's my lowercase x. X. This is an X-ray. Do you hear that? X. And here is a xylophone. That starts with the letter X. And here is a taxi. But a taxi doesn't start with the letter X. It just has it in it. Tax-E. You see in the back, you see the X right in the middle. That is a tricky one. You guys are really good, though. You're hanging in there. And then I'm on my next letter. What comes after the X? It's my Y. Miss Mary Kay has a Y in her name. Actually, Miss Mary Kay has 2 Y's in her name. And Y has the sound Y. Here is my uppercase Y, and here is my lowercase y. All right, I bet some of you are having this for lunch today. What is that starts with a Y? Yogurt. Yogurt starts with a Y. Miss Mary Kay is doing this today. What do you think she's doing? You're right, she's yawning. Yawn starts with the letter Y. Now here's a crazy animal that starts with the letter Y. No, it's not a bull. It's called a yak. Can you say that? Yak. Does anybody have one of these at home that they use? It's a yo-yo. It's not a lollipop. Kind of looks like a lollipop too, but this is a yo-yo. And then my last one is yarn. Very good, bees. That is our letter Y. Yeah. And we are on our very last letter. What's the last letter in the alphabet? I bet you guys all know this. You're right, it's the letter Z. And Z says Z. Let's look at the letter Z. Here is my uppercase Z. Do I have this the right way? And my lowercase z. Here is something that starts with a Z. It's a zipper, right? Very good. And here is a number that starts with the letter Z. What do you think that is? 0. You're right. I bet everybody knows this, and a lot of people brought this for our letter Z in our Zoom meeting. Yes, it's a zebra. Here is a tricky vegetable that starts with the Z. Isn't that funny? Do you know what this is? It's called a zucchini. Can you guys say that? That's a zucchini. They are yummy. And then here is a special line that starts with the letter Z. It's called a zigzag. Very good. You guys have gone through all of your letters. Let's sing our alphabet from the very beginning to the very end now. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now we know our ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Very good, bees. I'll see you later.